everyone, it's Melinda with Tailored and Teal. I am a part-time online reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, and Facebook Marketplace. And today we're going over what sold on those platforms from January 16th through January 31st of 2022. Welcome to the second What Sold video of 2022. These sales weren't as great as my first 2 weeks in January. In fact, I'm not exactly sure what happened on eBay. It's like things just went downhill. But I will tell you how much money I made. As always, we're going to start on Facebook Marketplace, and thankfully I did have 3 sales on there. The first sale was a lot of 7 vintage earrings. These were all pierced ears. There were no backs on any of the earrings, but they were all in gently used condition. They were definitely 80s, 90s themed, and someone purchased them for $18. And funny enough, it actually went to the next town over. So they paid for shipping for something that I could have delivered at their door. But I don't do Facebook pickups or meetups or anything like that. It just kind of creeps me out and I don't really have the time for it. So they paid for shipping and off they went for $18. The second sale on Facebook Marketplace was a Han tie 925. It's either black onyx or black glass sterling silver pendant. I haven't really figured out how to tell the difference between onyx, black glass, and jet, which is another thing that looks like glass. However, I listed it as I saw it and someone bought it for a full asking price of $22. And then the last sale was also a sale that went to the town next door. And I kind of felt bad because this person paid $13.50 in shipping. But I would probably pay that much in shipping if it was something I really wanted, regardless of where it was coming from. So I can understand from the customer's standpoint. It was a vintage Fostoria milk glass deep quilted canister. This person sent me an offer for $20. I've had it listed for a couple of months, so it was listed at $30. I decided to take that $20 offer. And when I thanked her for her business, she said, "I'm so excited that I found this. My mother had one just like this, but I recently broke the lid and I was looking for a replacement." Very pleased with this sale, and hopefully she enjoys her new replacement piece. So of my 3 sales on Facebook, I had $60 in sales, $4.37 in a fee or in fees, and that gives me a profit of $55.63. Next up, we're going to move over to Mercari, where I also had 3 sales, and all 3 of these sales were free to me items. Absolutely love free inventory. The first one was one of my own toys back in the 90s. It was a vintage 1991 rollerblade baby made by Mattel. She did work, she did skate, she had a little helmet, pigtails, super cute. I remember my uncle purchasing this for me when I was a young girl, and it was a really fun toy to play with. So someone sent me an offer for $20. I accepted, and she said that it was actually a gift for her grandchild. So happy to pass that vintage toy along. The next sale was a lot of 4 Avon vintage perfumes. These were both full and empty containers. 2 were full of perfume, the other 2 were not. They were completely empty. Someone messaged me asking if I would split up the lot and do the turtle and the little Scotty dog, but I told her I really had no interest in splitting them up just because I knew it would be harder to sell 2 and 2. So I told her instead of the $25, I could do $15. I did offer free shipping. Honestly, I was just looking to get them out of my house. Vintage Avon perfumes, things like that, don't really sell for a lot. So happy to accept that $15 offer. And then the last item to sell is another vintage Avon item, but this was actually a necklace. Very, very nice condition. Honestly, never looked like it was even worn. It had a pearl like pendant on one side, and then you flip it over and it was just silver, like filigree work. Really nice condition. Someone sent me an offer for $14, and of course I accepted it since it was free to me. So of my 3 Mercari sales, I made $49 in sales, $7.23 in fees. I did give that free shipping of $9.58, giving me a profit of $32.19. Moving on to Poshmark, where I had 19 sales. As a reminder, I'm not going to go over every single sale because it would make this video very long, but I will go over some highs and lows. There was one Tuesday evening where I had multiple sales for really no reason, but I wasn't gonna complain. So the first sale I wanna go over is a pair of ID 23 denim shorts. These came out of my Jomar pre-loved denim shorts box, and I'll link that video up here if you want to go watch it. I got a lot of juniors brands, but I will sell literally anything. These actually came from Stitch Fix, and they sold within a day of me listing them for $12. And then the next exciting sale was a pair of Jack Rogers thong sandals. These were leather, gently used condition, and they were actually purchased by a guest user. And they were purchased for full asking price of $35. Next item I want to go over was a retail arbitrage find. I did a little online shopping on TJ Maxx when they were doing their yellow clearance sale, and I purchased a few Ray Dunn game day hats. Really cool faded look. I have them in both black and one maroon hat. Someone purchased a black one and it sold for $20. Then we have a pair of Sundance yellow linen lace detail roll-up convertible pants. If you remember in my Salvation Army haul, there was a stain that I thought I could get out. Unfortunately, I couldn't, and I actually rubbed away some of the color. However, they still sold, and they sold for decent profit. They sold for $28. Next up is a brand that I had never heard of, but I got them out of a ThredUp rescue box of shoes. It was the brand ATP Atelier. I totally looked up how to say that on Google, and I think I completely forgot. So that's my best effort. Atelier. Black suede mules. These had a really cool like V cutout on the vamp. So the top part of the shoe, really nice condition. You can tell that they were made with really good quality fabrics and material, and I believe that they were made in Italy. They sold for $60. Super exciting sale. Next up, we have a Vince Camuto black leather exposed zipper crossbody purse. This came out of a ThredUp handbag rescue box. This purse I had listed for quite a while, but the interior was really, really dirty. I did my best to clean it. I conditioned the leather, all of that good stuff. Recently, I purchased upholstery cleaner. So I used this upholstery cleaner on the inside linings, and it totally cleaned it right up. There were still a few small spots that I wasn't able to reach inside the purse, but it still sold for $24. And then the last sale I want to go over is a pair of earrings that came out of my most recent ThredUp 15-piece jewelry box. I will link that video up here too if you want. And they were a pair of faux emerald glass sterling silver dangle earrings, very like Art Deco, Great Gatsby looking, and they sold for $14. And that's the first and only thing to sell from that box. Let me tell you, I have no problem selling ThredUp's rejects. I've made a lot of money out of it, and I don't plan on stopping because I really enjoy a good mystery. So of my 19 Poshmark sales, I made $382 in sales, $80.90 were in fees. I gave out a lot of shipping discounts this time. I gave out $18 worth, giving me a profit of $283.10 and an average sales price of $20.10. Moving on to eBay, where we had 15 sales. Like I said, eBay kind of dropped off the face of the earth, and I'm not exactly sure what's happening. I know that it's January and also February are not really great months just in general for the type of platforms that resellers sell on, so I'm not too worried about it. I hope that it will pick up soon. So the first sale I want to go over is a vintage Virginia highway markers book. This was like a tourism book that they put out. I believe it was from the 1930s or 1940s. I'll obviously have the picture up here so that you can see. It was not in the best shape. The outside was pretty worn, a lot of water damage, but the inside pages were good. And surprisingly, it sold relatively quickly for my full asking price of $8.99. Have you ever heard the saying, if you don't list it, it won't sell? Well, that's exactly what happened to this next sale. It was a pair of Athleta pants. They were a size 12 tall, and I got them out of a ThredUp rescue box. I wear a size 12, so I thought, oh, I'll just roll them up or cut them off and I'll wear them myself. But on the back of the pants, in between the pockets, the seam had come undone and there was a pretty big hole. So I threw it in my hamper and it sat there for a year. And I'm not exaggerating. So one day I was doing some laundry and I was like, I'm never ever gonna wear these. So I repaired the seam to the best of my ability. I washed them and then I listed them online for $34.99. Someone sent me an offer for $21.95, and I thought that was a very fair and reasonable price for an item that was damaged and repaired, so I accepted that offer. This next sale is perplexing. So it was a pair of blue Converse shoes. These were low top, beautiful blue color. I think it was called the snorkel blue, and they sold in the global shipping program for $24.99. I sent it to Kentucky, which is where eBay's international hub is, before they actually ship it out and do all of the customs and things like that. Well, I got a notification just a few days ago saying that these Converse items were prohibited from whatever country it's going to, and that they're sending them back to me. So the customer gets a refund and I get the shoes back, which obviously I will resell them again, but I really hope that they give me some kind of detail as to why these are prohibited, because it's just rubber and canvas. But that's kind of the downside of shipping internationally. There are some countries that we can't ship to at all, and there are obviously some countries that have these specific items that they will not accept into their country. The next item I want to go over is a pair of Hollister denim shorts. These again came from the Jomar pre-loved denim shorts box that I unboxed recently. These were a size 3, so they were definitely junior sizing, and they sold for $12.25. Then we have a Cabbage Patch wind-up radio. This was my own toy as a kid. Her little eyeballs moved, she played a song, and it was wind up, so it never required any batteries or anything, but it sold for full asking price of $14.99. And then the last sale, which was on the last day of the month, was a Garnet Hill green cotton coral starfish nightgown. This looked in really nice condition in the thrift store. And then I got it home. Then there was a hole right here on the V-neck. Thankfully, the way that the fabric was folded over, it was easily hideable. And I also did sew it up the best that I could. But then there was also some weird staining on the back, and I thought it was because the garment got dragged on the floor, maybe run over by a cart or something, but I stain treated them, washed it, and I couldn't get it out, so I listed it as is. Someone sent me an offer for $15, and I only paid around $4 for it, so I was happy with that offer. So on my 15 sales on eBay, I had $210.17 in sales. $23.62 I made in shipping profit, because what I pay for shipping on eBay versus what I charge the customer is actually less. I had $53.02 in fees, giving me a profit of $180.77 with an average sales price of $14.01. And now moving on to my total numbers for these 2 weeks. 40 sales, $701.17 in sales, $149.48 in fees and shipping discounts. My cost of goods this time was $115.63, giving me a net profit of $436.06. And my average cost of goods for each item that was sold is $2.89, which I sold a lot of free to me items, so that makes sense why that number is a lot lower than what it usually is. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I do these what sold videos every 2 weeks or twice a month. So if you like videos like this and you are not subscribed, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you here. And if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, that would greatly help as well. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.